Hello, and thanks for joining me, baseball fans. I'm Matthew Rondina with Best Buy Canada's Best Buy blog. Today, I am reviewing the latest entry in the storied MLB The Show franchise with my fellow gaming writer, John Scarr. Please be sure to check out John's written review on Best Buy Canada's Best Buy blog. It will give even more insight and detail about the game. It's linked in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Also, just another friendly reminder that you can order MLB The Show today for the PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, as well as the Xbox Series S and X via bestbuy.ca. Let's hit the field. Sports games walk a fine line between tradition and innovation. Each year, developers tweak some mechanics, refine animations, and add new modes to keep things fresh, but the core experience remains familiar. MLB The Show 25 continues this cycle, delivering another solid baseball sim with a mix of refinements and new features. Developed by San Diego Studio, this year's installment marks the 20th anniversary for the franchise. It introduces expanded career progression in Road to the Show, new mechanics like ambush hitting, and a redesigned Diamond Dynasty without sets and seasons. Franchise mode also sees a revamped free agency system, while gameplay refinements improve batting, pitching, and fielding mechanics. But is this enough to make MLB The Show feel like a step forward, or does it lean too heavily on familiarity? Let's take a look at some of the new features and additions found this year in MLB The Show 25. Beginning first with the Road to the Show expansion into high school and college teams. This year, Road to the Show adds high school and college gameplay, letting you start your career even earlier. Instead of just jumping straight into the minors, you'll play a few high school showcase games before moving on to a short college career. I actually took the opportunity to use the face scan and brought my entire digital self into a baseball career, which was a lot of fun. The digital facial scan, which you can download an accompanying app on iOS with your phone, again, did a pretty good job of just taking a selfie and then adding my face into the actual game. But anyhow, the level of customization is truly incredible. Playing my first few ball games as a two-way player, it really added to the immersion to have someone on the field that looked someone like me. And not to mention the play styles, you can customize the gear. Pretty awesome. But starting in high school did feel like a cool addition at first, but after a few games, it was just a short warm-up before jumping into the usual career grind. The college phase is a nice touch, but I found myself wanting a bit more in depth, especially when it came to building my character. A lot of the decisions that you make in your career come via text message or like a texting back and forth with fellow players or your agent and so on and so forth, but would have been just great to see that develop just a little bit more. But outside of those critiques, it does take Road to the Show and even expands it, making it a better and way more immersive package this year. When it comes to gameplay, this season it's all about refinements over reinvention. At its core, MLB The Show 25 remains the same smooth and technical baseball sim fans expect. This year, batting has been fine-tuned along with pitching and fielding, making the action feel more responsive. While the foundation hasn't changed, a few new mechanics bring subtle improvements to how games play out, and it really does feel great being on the field. The biggest change to batting this season is ambush hitting, which rewards you for correctly predicting a pitch's location. If you guess right, your PCI size increases, making contact easier. It's a refined take on the old guess pitch system, but it's more seamlessly integrated. It won't drastically change how you approach your at-bats, but it adds another layer of strategy for experienced players. On the mound, pitching mechanics feel largely the same, though AI batters react more realistically to pitch sequencing. If you rely on predictable fastballs, expect smarter adjustments from the CPU. This makes mixing up pitch types and locations of your pitches far more important. And finally, overall, fielding does see some noticeable refinements as well, particularly in the reaction times and throwing accuracy of players. The revamped throw meter makes arm strength and accuracy matter more, so rushed throws feel a lot riskier. Swim move slides and improved tagging animations also help plays at the plate feel more natural and fluid. A new first-person fielding camera offers a fresh perspective this year, though it feels more like an immersive novelty rather than a must-use feature. But it's still appreciated to add a little bit of an extra layer to the gameplay. Here are our final thoughts on MLB The Show 25. It delivers a solid entry with small steps forward and not the grand slam maybe some were expecting. It continues the franchise's steady evolution, offers more subtle refinements over a complete reinvention. The expanded road to the show, new ambush hitting mechanic, and Diamond Dynasty changes make this year entry feel polished, but the core gameplay remains very familiar. If you are thinking to yourself, should I make the upgrade from MLB 24 to 25? Well, both John and I came to the conclusion that we appreciated all of these small refinements and improvements because it made the overall game just that much better and more enjoyable. The expanded road to the show had us reliving the pressure of high school showcases, even if the college phase felt a little bit short. Ambush hitting was a fun experiment. Sometimes I nailed the prediction, and other times, if you miss and you kind of swing at air, you look like a rookie. It just adds that much more strategy to your at-bat. The removal of sets and seasons in Diamond Dynasty is a welcome change, giving long-term players more flexibility in team building. Franchise mode still feels like it's waiting for a major overhaul, and Diamond Dynasty remains a grind despite the progression changes. Overall, there's quite a few pros from gameplay refinements, Diamond Dynasty changes, road to the show now including the high school and college editions, as well as GOAT difficulty offering a real challenge if you're a veteran player. But some of the cons do remain, with franchise mode lacking major improvements. Some of the graphical improvements, although the game looks good, are still quite minor when you stack up the games from last year's iteration to this season's offering. Now for the overall assessment of MLB The Show 25 for Best Buy Blog. Overall, the game has earned a 3.8 out of 5, which is a 76%. If you've skipped a year or two, this is a great place to jump back in. If you've played recent entries, you'll notice small tweaks, but might be left wanting a little more. While it may not reinvent the series, MLB The Show 25 remains the best baseball sim available. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to pick up your copy of MLB The Show 25 today via bestbuy.ca and swing for those fences.